Now let's just further talk about the other identities except those 5 identities. So let's just recall the 6th identity. The identity number 6 says that x plus y whole cube is nothing but is equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y. So this is the algebraic identity which involves a whole cube terms, means the two terms that do have a whole cube as x plus y whole cube, which is nothing but is equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y. Now let's just see the identity number 7, which is x minus y whole cube is nothing but x cube minus of y cube minus of 3 of xy, and further we have x minus y in between. So we can also expand this particular identity as x cube minus y cube minus 3x square y plus 3xy square. We can also learn it by expanding it. So let's just see the identity number 8. Identity number 8 says that x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is actually is equal to x plus y plus of z x square plus y square plus z square minus of xy minus of yz and minus of z of x. So these are the further algebraic identities. Now with the help of these we will expand the polynomials or the terms that will be given to us. So let's just talk about the questions that are all related with these 3 identities. So let's just see the question or the problem which is related with this particular identities. So the very first example is expand 3a plus 4b whole cube and minus of 5p 5 of p minus of 3 of q whole cube. So let's just see the solution set of the very first part. As we can see in the first part we have 3a plus of 4b whole cube. So we can recall the identity which is related with this particular term. So we can write the algebraic identity as x plus y whole cube, which is nothing but is equal to x cube plus of y cube plus of 3xy into x plus of y. So in place of x we have to use 3 of a, in place of y we have to use 4 of b in order to expand it. So let us suppose we are using x as 3a in this algebraic identity and y as 4b. So let's just substitute x as 3a and y as 4b in this algebraic identity. So this will be 3a plus of 4b whole cube is nothing but 3a whole cube plus of 4b whole cube plus of 3 of 3a 4b, and in place of x we can write 3 of a plus of 4 of b. So we are using the term x as 3a and y as 4b. Now let's just solve it. So it will be 3a plus 4b whole cube is nothing but 3a whole cube. 3 into 3 is 9, 9 into 3 is 27, so it is 27a cube plus of 4 into 4 is obviously 16, and 16 into 4 we can find it out as 6 into 4 is 24, and further we have 4 into 1 is 4 and it is nothing but 6, so it is 64. So in place of 4b whole cube we can write 64b cube. Further we can multiply as 3 into 3 is 9, 9 into 4 is 36, so it is 36ab, and further we have the terms as 3a plus 4b. So this is nothing but the expansion of 3a plus 4b whole cube. We can further expand it as we can multiply 36ab with 3a, and we can also multiply 36ab with 4b. So that will be the further expansion out of it. But we can also say that this is nothing but our answer, or else we can expand it further. So let us suppose this is nothing but our answer because we have used the expansion as x plus y whole cube, which is x cube plus y cube plus 3xy x plus y. So using this expansion or using this particular algebraic identity, we have expanded 3a plus 4b whole cube in this particular form. Now let's just talk about the second one. We have 5p minus 3q whole cube. We have 5p minus 3q whole cube. So we do know about an algebraic identity which do have a negative sign in between, that is x minus y whole cube, which is x cube minus y cube minus of 3xy into x minus of y. Now we do know that in place of x we have to use 5 of p, in place of y we have to use 3 of q. Now just use x as 5p and y as 3q in this particular algebraic identity. Now let's just substitute all the values over here. So it will be 5p minus 3q whole cube is equal to 5p whole cube minus 3q whole cube minus 5p 3q. Further we have 5p minus of 3 of q. So in place of x we are using 5p, in place of y we are using 3 of q. Now let us suppose we have 5p minus 3q whole cube, as we can write it as 5 into 5 is 25 and 25 into 5 is nothing but further 10. We have 5 into 2 is 10 and it is 12, so it is 125. So we can write it as 125p of cube minus of 27q of cube. 3 into 3 is 9, 9 into 3 is 27. Further we have minus of 3 into 5 is 15 and 15 into 3 is obviously nothing but 45. So it is 45pq, and further we have the terms as 5p minus of 3q. So let us suppose I am expanding it further. We can say this is our answer, but we can also expand it further as, so let us suppose I am expanding it as 125p cube minus of 27q cube minus of, we have minus 45p cube into 5 of p. So let us suppose I am writing it minus 45p cube into 5 of p. Further we have negative would be positive. Again we have 45p cube which is multiplying with 3q. Now let's just multiply these terms all together. We do know that 45 into 5 is nothing but 25. It is 225. So in place of this term we can write 225 as 125p cube minus 27q cube minus of 225p into p is p square cube plus of, further we can say 45 into 3. Let's just multiply 45 and 3 all together. So it is nothing but 15, 12 and 13. So it is 135pq whole square, because q and q are coming 2 times. So hence at the end what we are saying that the expansion of 5p minus of 3q whole cube is nothing but is equal to this particular term. So this is nothing but our answer. So either we can say that this is nothing but the expansion of this particular term, that is 5p minus 3q whole cube, or either we can say this is our answer. Both of these are nothing but the answer. So I hope all the steps that are related with the algebraic identities x plus y whole cube and x minus y whole cube is all clear to you.